Good morning, my dear students. How are you? So, last video we have discussed making of maps in the countries. We will see. We have discussed Ptolemy wrote books that is about latitudes and longitudes and different areas, places which is helped by sailors. Those things we have discussed. I remember. So, according to that, Ptolemy's books are reappeared in around 1400 AD. 1480, 1480s, Ptolemy's books are rediscovered. Ptolemy's books are rediscovered by the Europeans. When they rediscovered, they wanted to prepare accurate map depending on Ptolemy's books about latitudes and longitudes, whatever it may be. Okay, and further they prepared new maps based on the latitudes and longitudes. So they started. Okay, and here 15th century Ptolemy's books are very highly inspired. So many people are got inspiration and anxiety to know whatever is there in the Ptolemy's books, or how what are the things are there in the Ptolemy's books about maps and everything. So to tell about Ptolemy's books, they are established. So they are established so many schools also, Arab schools, French schools, German schools, British schools, all the schools, they started to teach Ptolemy's descriptions. Ptolemy's description. What are the descriptions are there? They started to teach all the people, and the Arabs had this everything was they started. They given somewhat teachings in the schools, Arab schools, Latin schools, French schools, German schools, British schools. All the schools are established. In the schools, they started to teach about Ptolemy's books and Ptolemy about map and how the latitudes and longitudes are prepared. Whatever these things are started. So later, one of the great person in 16th century. In 16th century, that is 15th century, the schools are everything are established. Ptolemy's books are got enthusiasm to learn everything, and every students they got somewhat ideas to learn latitudes and longitudes and places, everything. These things are going on. And 16th century Poland, once it is Dutch Poland, present Netherlands. So did hold this Poland that time very strong trader, strong trading country. It is doing business with other countries. One of the trading country and one of the major trading power country in that time. So in that Poland, one of the great cartographer is there. Cartographer who prepared maps or whatever depending on lines, cartography. He will draw somewhat lines in whatever, drawing whatever, by using lines, using latitudes and longitudes, using somewhat mathematical calculations. That person is known as cartographer. So who is that cartographer? Gerardus Mercator. Who is that person? Gerardus Mercator. He is the person, Gerardus Mercator. He belongs to Poland, a great cartographer. He started making maps in a projection way. In one of the projections, Gerardus Mercator, he started map projection. He wanted to make accurate map, correct map in the correct shapes, correct sizes. Everything should be correct. In this purpose, Gerardus Mercator He started one of the projection that is called as map projection. Map projection. So it is also known as Gerardus projection. Gerardus projection. So like that he started the projection. So that is a map projection. So in that map projection he had given accurate map, world map with total shapes and everything accurately he drawed. He showed that map on the paper in a flat way. Actually, all people they have started round way. They showed all the maps in a round circle, round way. In the round way, Asia, Europe, Africa, like that they showed. But Gerardus Mercator, in a mathematical calculation way, he had showed map in a flat surface, a flat paper. He showed all the latitudes, longitudes drawing, and there is he showed all the shapes. So how is the world? How is Eurasia? How is Europe? How is Australia and Africa, North America, South America? These are all the things in a different shapes and everything. Accurate shapes, accurate distances way. Mathematical calculation way he had prepared that map of this is the cartography by Gerardus Mercator. See this is cartography in a flat surface. Like that map, correct map was prepared by Gerardus Mercator. Gerardus projection, Gerardus map projection. It is a very popularly known as Mercator's projection. Popularly known as Mercator's projection. Mercator's projection. That is one of the turning point to making the maps. So that is one of the important thing by Mercator's. So in that time, different areas. How did they know different areas? Here actually here Mediterranean Sea is there. From Europe, the Europeans used to cross Mediterranean Sea. They entered Africa or Asia, wherever. They started like this by Mediterranean Sea. But Arabs are blocked that trading with Mediterranean Sea by the Mediterranean Sea. Then they started different areas. How did they go to? How they wanted to go? How it may be, they wanted to reach America, India, Asia, wherever. In this purpose, they started somewhat explorations. Explorations to go different areas. So in this purpose, they went different directions and they discovered different areas. Columbus, actually, he wanted to go Asia, he wanted to reach India. He started west direction. Why? Because Mediterranean Sea was blocked by Arabs. That's why Columbus he started west direction. He reached America. Actually, he thought that he wanted to reach India, but he reached America in 1492. 1492, Columbus he reached. Columbus discovered America. And next, Vasco da Gama, 1498. He started from Europe, Portugal. He started west direction, and he rounded Africa from Atlantic Ocean. He started rounded Africa, and he rounded Africa, and then he reached India. Columbus reached India. Columbus discovered sea route to India. I mean, Vasco da Gama discovered sea route to India. Vasco da Gama. He discovered sea route to India in 1498. Portuguese person, Portugal. He belongs to Portugal. So, like this, while they are moving one place to another place, they came to know places and locations. How did they travel? Everything they have written on the books, on the paper, the directions. So, in the same way, totally maps are started. But whatever it may be, accurate maps are prepared by Gerardus Mercator. When Mercator started maps, after Mercator maps, reminding all the people, they started to use Mercator's mathematical calculations, Mercator's cartography used, and they according to that they started everything. So here the maps are used for colonization, explorations, and military. How these maps are used? When Mercators are prepared accurate map, after that, how the maps are used? Maps are used for colonization. Colonization means to occupy other areas. To occupy other areas, that is called colonization. To make control of those areas under their control. To occupy other areas and keep under their control, that is called colonization. To occupy colonies. For this purpose, they required map. Why they required map? Which place they wanted to occupy? That place where it is located. What crops are growing there? What type of language the people are speaking? How is the climate of that area? These things before to occupy the place, these things they wanted to know. These things they wanted to know. For this purpose, first they sent some people and make a map, observe total of the area and how to move that area. What is that area with a landform? I mean, it is a hilly area or a lowland area, and what crops are there growing? How much rainfall will be there? What type of climate will be there? How was the people? What about their language? What about their food habits and everything? First they wanted to know. For this purpose, they prepared a map. Then they started occupation, which means that is okay, properly, perfectly the land is there. We can occupy, we can live there. When they got such like perfection, then they started to move that areas. So like that, for colonial purpose, they have started. And military purpose, military people, army, they prepared map. Why they prepared map? Where the enemies are located, how the enemies will come, how to attack all the enemies, where is top hilly areas, where can we stay, where we can stay, which place is suitable for us, which is the boundary area, which place they will come, enemies will come, how to attack on them. How to attack on them. For this purpose, they had prepared maps, military people. Okay, so different people they are started, and where the rivers will be there, where the valleys will be there, where the oceans will be there, where we have to fight, how to fight with the enemies. For this purpose, the army people, military people, they had prepared maps. And different people, different areas. Britishers, they prepared map. How did they prepare map? Which place we will occupy? What languages are people speaking there? What type of crops are there? How is the people? And what about forest area? What about land area? How many minerals are available? What resources are available? How much forest area is there? So, to wanted to know first these things, then they wanted to occupy. How much wealth we can get, whatever minerals are, what resources are there, what crops are there, what useful things are there, they wanted to know. Then they sent some people, they sent some of the geographers, they sent some of the cartographers to make a map and show me and give the information. According to that information, we will occupy the places. Students, are you getting info? Are you understanding my words? You understand? So, in this purpose, maps are prepared. For best example, Britishers, when they entered to India, first they are appointed here survey of India. They have done a survey of India. They had done survey of India. First they have done survey. For this survey of India, they started survey of India. For this survey, they had appointed one person. He is known as Surveyor General. They appointed one person. He is one of the example Britishers before they entered to our India, before entered to our Indian areas, or wanted to occupy our areas, or wanted to exploit our areas, they started a survey. So they had appointed one of the surveyor general, James Renner. He was appointed as a surveyor general. Dear students, be carefully listen this one. James Renner. James Renner was appointed as a surveyor general of India. He wanted to start making the map. He wanted to start surveying India. Surveyor General of India, James Renner. Okay, and in 1802, James Renner appointed one of the person to make the survey, to make the map. 1802, James Renner, he was appointed one person. He is known as William Lambton. 1802. William Lambton was appointed as a making the maps. He was appointed as a cartographer, making maps, surveying. He started first survey from Chennai. In our India, he started first survey from Chennai to make the map. Why did he choose Chennai? All heights are measured from sea level. Dear student, you know, and you know everything. Already we have discussed. All heights are measured from sea level. They have selected Chennai sea level. He had started to measure islands, lowlands, hills, plateaus, plains, crop areas, rainfall areas, different climates, different people, their languages, everything had started observation from 1802 from Chennai. After him, George Everest came. After William Lambton, George Everest. He complete total survey. He complete total map in our India. George Everest. How did he has done? How did he have done? He started continuous after William Lambton, and because of George Everest, he invented the height of Mount Everest. After George Everest, the name he kept to Mount Everest. He found that the height of the mountain, Mount Everest, he was told that it is the highest mountain in the world. He was only said, he was observed the Mount Everest. Do you know height of the Mount Everest? 8,848 meters. 8,848 meters height the Mount Everest is there. That was measured by George Everest. By his name, the Mount Everest was named Mount Everest. By George Everest. He was completed total measurements and calculations and everything George Everest in India. So after Britishers entered, they started where the resources available, where the minerals are there, where the crops are there. Everything was done by Britishers. Like that, Europeans entered to India, Portuguese, Dutch, French, Britishers. These all people are they entered our India. They occupied India. They controlled our India. Nearly 200 years. They totally controlled our India, and later they have given independence to us. 1600 years, all Europeans have started to do trade with our India. 1600 years. 1600 years. 1600 year. That year they entered. 17th century they entered to our India. So they left our India in 1947. First who came? Portuguese came. Portuguese after French after Dutch after Portuguese, Dutch, French, and Britishers. Last who came? Britishers came. Last who left our India? Britishers have left our India. 1947 they left our India. They have given independence to us. Why did they came? That's actually to do trade, to do business. Later, what did they do? They occupied our area, they controlled our area, they exploited our area. Economically, they totally exploited. They have taken every resources from our India. Totally, they have given lot of struggles to us. Then our Indians, they started fighting with them. They started so many movements against them, and that is called the freedom movement. So, whatever it may be, lastly we got independence. Did you understand? Like that, this was done. So, whatever maps are they used first, they wanted to make the maps. That's why they had appointed somewhat surveyor generals, and by using them, they made the maps. By help of the maps, they occupied each and every places of our India. Okay, and here, so that time, so how the maps are using in our times? That time Britishers are using for their own purpose. How the maps are using in our time, present time, how we are using the maps? We are using the maps to know which place is, where is the place located, how is the place, what is the people, what about the people conditions, or which language they are speaking, and which land is there, how much rainfall is there, how much climate is there, and what type of climate is there, and what type of mineral resources available in that places. These things our government came to know. Why government required maps? Government required maps. Why? Because, for example, one place there is a plenty of water is there. Somewhat another place the people are facing lack of water. Then by using the map, government will observe where the water is available. From that area, they took the water, and they transport the water to where the people facing lack of water. So by knowing the maps, by using the maps, they know which place, which crops are growing, where the people are more crops are there, which area there is no crops. So crop areas to no crop areas, they will transport the crops. And rainfall areas too, they will make the canals, they will make the somewhat channels to bring the water where there is no water for crops. Okay, and where the people are facing different problems, where the problemless areas is there, from that they will transport. These every purpose they used maps, and where the forest areas, where the barren areas, is everything they wanted to know by using the maps. And another one industry is there, cell tower industry, the mobile industry. So they wanted to construct one cell tower. And how they construct the cell tower? First they observe which place is the higher height. There is required very less height cell tower. Which place is a lowland area? They required very high cell tower. So depending on the height showing maps. Depending on the height showing maps, they construct the cell towers. And also depending on population map, the network will be started. There is a more populated area, then they started more network areas. They will establish the network in that area. Why? Because there is most population. So like the industrial people, industries where you wanted to establish so and so industries, they required maps. And to construct a bridge, they required a map. Why? Because heights are required. Which areas are suitable for construction of bridge? Which areas are not suitable for construction of bridge? They had observed by using the maps, height showing maps. Those are physical maps. Okay, to construct a railway track. So the railway, if you wanted to construct a railway track, we required flat surface. If that is a highland, lowland area, that is not possible to construct tracks. So how did they know? By using the map, they know to prepare to make a construction of dams and projects. So whatever, for this all the purpose, maps are very required. which areas, how much land is, how much people, what type of crops, what type of lands, everything they came to know by using the maps. And also maps are different types of maps we know. Already we have discussed in last videos. Political map shows us location of places. Physical map shows us landforms, different landforms, and next historical maps tells us history, different kingdoms, different dynasties, and thematical maps are very important. Thematical maps tells us one aspect. One aspect means tells us rainfall, that is rainfall map. Temperature map shows us temperature. Crops maps shows us crops. Mineral map shows us minerals, which place which minerals are available. Like that. Populated map shows us population. Where is the population? Where is the low population? Where is the high population? And like that, it will different way. It will tell us. And these all the things are depending on maps. Maps are very useful for us. Present days maps are using by like this. And different colorways also I have told. If the maps are showing colors, map showing symbols, map showing colors. If it is dark, very dark, that is boundary. Dark blue, that is ocean. Light blue, that is rivers and seas. Dark green, that is forest. Light green, that is cropped area. Plain area. And brown, dark brown, mountain. Light brown, hills. White land, that is mineral resources available, white area. And yellow color, that is shows us cropped area. Red color, color showing map, that is barren land, non-crop land, barren land. Such like different colors also there we have seen in the maps. Okay, so that is about map. Dear students, if you understand, watch again and again this video and observe everything and prepare well and make the notes. Okay, thank you.